This week, the Dow dropped below 15,000 over fears the Fed may pull out too quickly. Well, no one wants the market to get pregnant, do we? I'm John Garrett, and I watch the people who watch the market.
Market Watch.
The big story this week was the sale of Smithfield Foods to a Chinese company, Shuanghui. The sale of the world's largest pork producer caught everyone by surprise.
The mayor of Smithfield was totally surprised when China went to grab hold of our sausage.
I had no idea Beavis and Butthead were working for CNBC now, and they've successfully scared the crap out of Michelle Caruso Cabrera.
Concerns about a Chinese company being in control of American food.
You see, Americans like our pigs in a blanket, not dead floating in a river.
If those are the only two pig options, I guess I would choose in a blanket. But what's CNBC even talking about?
Remember, everybody thinks about those pigs in the river back in March in the Chinese river, thousands of dead ones that fed the water supply to Shanghai. That's what people get worried about.
Oh yeah, I can't go anywhere without people telling me this little piggy went floating in a river in China. And now that Shuanghui would own Smithfield Foods, crazy business reporters think, oh, well, pigs will start showing up in our rivers too. I just hope not the lazy rivers, because those are my favorite.
Rat meat sold as lamb in China. Thousands of dead pigs found floating in Chinese river. We want control over our own food. We want to know where it comes from.
Maybe Fox Business doesn't count Californians as Americans, because just last year the state of California voted down a proposal for putting labels on genetically modified foods. So you see, Jerry, Americans don't want to know what's in their foods. I mean, have you ever tried telling someone what's in a hot dog? Oh, they turn into a little kid. I'm not listening, la la.
I bet you don't know out there that 50% of apple juice comes from China, 80% of tilapia, 10% of frozen spinach from China.
And I bet you don't know, Jerry, that 100% of statistics are incorrect, which by definition means not all of them, but definitely the one you just said. Because it's even more than you thought if you believe Dr. Oz, which I do because he's a wizard. But it's a fair trade because I know America isn't just taking without giving something back.
To bring home the bacon, we have to send it to China, where restaurants in Beijing can start serving an American specialty called FU pork buns. Made in the USA.
So there it is. We'll take some of your apple juice in exchange for an FU. It sounds like something straight out of The Sopranos. I'm John Garrett, and that's been this week's Market Watch.